Everybody wants to know how to get real estate clients on social media, specifically Instagram. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you how to DM the hot ones, how to even get the hot ones. And by the hot ones, I mean the clients that really want to transact with you. How do you even get them to work with you? How do you engage with them? And how do you properly convert any clients at all in the first place from social media? I'm going to start by explaining to you that number one, in my experience, all of the best clients come from Instagram. How are you portraying yourself on Instagram? Build a brand around who you are, your ethos, your values, and what you offer to your clientele. Make sure that you're focused on the things that they care about in the beginning. And by what they care about, I mean not your last sold house, the most first listed house that you just had, the buyers that just closed a house. Those are not things that are relevant to them in any way, shape, or form. What is valuable to them is education and entertainment. How in the world can you educate and entertain your audience to make sure that they start engaging with you? And I like to start with education. A lot of real estate agents try education by doing simple things that really just don't work, like pointing at bubbles on a screen. I'm sorry, that's not building your authority. It's not interesting. There's too many things to read on the screen. So how do you build authority? Start by making video content that people can connect with. Explain how buyers can properly buy a house. Explain the interest rates and what's currently happening in your marketplace. For sellers, explain the things that they should be doing to maximize the value of their house, from paint colors to staging to how they can properly maximize it by using proper media and photos, and what you do that differentiates yourself from all of the other agents. And don't make all of your content stagnant. Make it slightly different, make it slightly varied, and that will keep them heavily engaged. But what do you do when they actually engage? Well, I'm going to explain to you. I count engagement by looking at anybody who does anything with your videos or photos. And by that, I mean if they like your photos or videos, or if they comment on it, or if they view it, if they engage in your Instagram in any way at all, I want you to send them a direct message. And by that, I mean not, hey, I'm a real estate agent. Are you looking to buy or sell a house? No. Do not do that. Here's what I suggest you do. You take a quick video of yourself with your phone, a selfie video, and you just say, hey, thank you so much for engaging in my content today. You could have done anything in the world, but you chose to work with me. Is there anything I can do to add into your life? And that's it. Then what I suggest, this is a pro tip, nobody ever explains this because nobody even knows that you can do it, is change the theme of the direct message thread. And nobody does that. It's always default, but you can click on the profile of the person that you're messaging and it will have a drop-down list that says theme. Click on the theme and change it to something that's unique. And you can then use that theme to categorize the people based on their level in your funnel or your system or your process. The initial video is not to get a conversion. You're not looking to try to get somebody to initially just, boom, they're going to work with you. They want to buy a house. They want to sell a house. Absolutely not. What you want to do is get them to engage with you back. You want a reply. Once they get a reply, you're back and forth with them, build relationships with them. Eventually, they will know somebody or they will be that somebody. What I would suggest is this. A lot of people will not reply to you on your first video. They won't say a thing. So what you do is you send the video, change the theme, send a quick text. Hey, is there anything I can do to add to your life? Just like what you said in the video, you're going to message it right after that, after you change the theme. Then just keep an eye on your content. Keep posting content. If you don't have new content, you can't get new warm leads. So make sure you're always consistently posting content. Now, when you see them engage in your next post, you make another video. Again, obviously, you should be looking different. You should be dressed differently. Hey, I know, thank you for engaging in my post again. I really appreciate your continued engagement in my content. Something like that. Nothing crazy, but something where you're consistently hitting them with video and messages. It's just like clients that are coming from free leads or lead systems. You can't expect to convert everybody on one message or one video or a couple messages. I don't let something die unless somebody tells me to leave them alone, or somebody actually says to me that I'm not interested, or I've actually already messaged them multiple videos and never gotten a reply, and they've never seen it, and it's just clearly not being seen anyways. Eventually I will let it die and they can just watch my content from afar, and eventually maybe they'll come back around, but they'll see all of this stuff that I sent them and tried to engage with them with. The only other thing you can do is engage with them via email as well. Try to get the email addresses of the people that you're interacting with. Build an email list on top of your social media list. So how does that work? You try to find their email addresses, build it out into a CRM system, and you start following up with them on email as well. For an email strategy to work, you're going to have a multi-pronged system, and you're going to want to have an entire funnel built out for that, but that is a different thing for a different video. Please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. I'm going to have consistent content like this coming your way, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.